Hey babies, what's up my darling MVPs and how you all doing? Welcome back to Sail with Mimiciously Mimi where you get the gist. I see they do waiting. I see they hurt. Of course you know there is no sleeping on a bicycle on this channel. If you snooze you do what? You lose. Are you yet to subscribe to this channel? Or are you still sitting on a fat, long thing? Kindly pause right there, subscribe, and make sure you turn on the notification bell. If not, tell me, how do you want to get the gist brewing from the cooking pot? Like, how do you want to get the gist? I see they hot. So, guys, talking about the gist, I see they hot. You guys know, yeah. Ever since Mercy, because no matter how you tend to put it, it was through Mercy's live video we get to realize that truly Oster's reunion is not going to hold. We've been hearing some side talk of it's not holding, some were invited, some rejected, blah 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 blah. They canceled the reunion, right? Until Mercy placed it there, pop and plain that there is no Oster's reunion happening. And now, with the drama going on the social streets, people be like, Omo, we really need this All-Stars reunion, no? Because what is going on? Like, we really need clarity. But the truth of the matter is, you guys do not need any clarity. Any of these housemates that are not cool with each other, they are not just cool with each other. It's their business. Whatever reasons, their business. You get the point? Yeah. Coming from Currency, all these podcasters and people going to podcasts, no Mercy AK slander will be tolerated in any form. Mercenaries full ground though, we stand gidigba. Let everybody be guided. Meanwhile, talking about mercenaries full ground and stand gidigba, yeah? Her name not to be included. It may seem as though her name has been a bit included on this Adenita Brouhaha. You want to know why? You just have to watch this video till the very end so you don't miss out on any of the gist at all, and so that you can drop your own 2 cents on what the netizens' perception or notions is going out there for. So yeah guys, now with this Adenita thinking that is going on, there's been a lot of there's been a lot of drags, both for the lady, both for the guy. Of course, obviously, that is what it should be, for the fact that one of the pair went out to podcast and say something. Truly, when the Venita stands are saying something about Venita has gone for several interviews, and it was not really a huge thing because she did not really put more attention on the questions about Adenita. So the shippers felt Adekunle would have done same, and I've tried to think a bit. I have to trace it back, get to think of the interviews Venita has, gone for, and I think it is true. There has not been drags on Adekunle all the while because they asked. There is no how they will not ask them about their ship, because that was the show they gave us during the All-Star season. You get? That is why I said, fans, you don't need to get pissed if your faves are being asked question of the personality they put out on the show. If not, what do you think they should ask them about? Because that is what we saw on the show. People need clarity and all of that. So, but I think the question is, does Mimi think Adekunle would have answered that question in a different light so as to avoid all this unnecessary drama going on now? I think yes. It is very okay for him to have gone through one or twos with what he went through Venita. We all know that Venita can be a handful. We know that one. We saw Venita on that show. We know how she is, like, we know how gra she is, right? But so far the ship is no longer there. The way he was putting it, he actually put it in a bad light. Like, there is no how you would, like, everybody's actually thinking, what is this bad thing that Venita did? Because that was the impression Bad Boy Dex gave us. You understand? So that was just it. But to me, I felt he would have just boycotted that question and not really give full answer or anything, or start saying, oh, she actually did a lot of bad things. That's why I cannot give the relationship a second shot. You see, that thing of a lot of bad things is the problem going on right now on the drags and whatever that is going on amongst the fan base right now. Meanwhile, it is giving Venita already knew that Adekunle went for a podcast, because all this while she has been dropping shades and I've been bringing it here. Like I'll ask you guys, whom is Venita shading? Who is this for? You get. So it's given she already knew what was coming because she has been dropping a lot of shade on the TL, that is on X app. That I was even making like, what is going on? What is Venita talking about? Like, what is happening? Because you check, there's nobody she's bantering with, but at the same time, she's on a rant and bants. And I was even asking you guys, is this for Mercy AK or for Bad Boy Dex? But obviously we've gotten the answer. So while the Brouhaha was happening after the podcast came out where Adekunle said what he said, people are waiting for Venita to say one or two things, right? But rather she was displaying on the TL because she went to beach that day, as she said, beach way, bikini pictures on now. And then the brother replied and said, you want to stop stressing us. The fans were like, tell her, please tell her. They are like, baby girl, you've been the hottest person on the social space. You've been giving us drama back to back. Please stop stressing us. That's what the brother implies. And then people were waiting for her to say something, and she's yet to say anything. All right, guys, let's still continue with Adekunle on this podcast. It's just not all about the Adenita sheep. He was also asked about the Shella sheep, and the thing, because of the ish he had with Shegs when he was in the level up season. And then this guy was asking him about his relationship with Shegs. And he said they are just there, that himself and Shegs do not have any relationship, that they don't have a thing. They don't come in contact for any reason. So everybody's just on their own. So the guy was like, okay, if you see Shegs right now, are you going to say hi or something? And then he revealed and said, why not? That he actually did not ask her why not. He just said that is actually not a biggie. Like, it's not a big deal, because after himself and Shegs had the argument or the near fight issue in the house, that the next day they spoke about it, they settled it up, that they sorted it out, that it's not actually a big deal, And he also now said that is one thing he actually respects about doing, that's okay. He said sometimes fans are the problems, right? Because the guy asked him, are fans the problem? Do you think fans are the problem? He said yes. That most of the times fans are the problems with them. That's okay. For example, what happened with himself and Doyin going to the All Stars house, they were still not talking because of the rifts they had during the reunion. And then the Doyin fans and his own fans, which is the Islanders, are at loggerheads then. And then it will give the faves the mind of not, oh, let me not talk to this person. By the way, the fan base are not cool with each other. But she said, God's so kind for the kind of person Doyin is. And he said that is one of the reasons he respects Doyin. He said Doyin can be many things, but he respects Doyin a lot because Doyin, despite the camera apology, even behind the scene where there is no camera, Doyin still came to him and be like, let's talk this out. This, and this. And that is why Doyin is actually his friend right now, and he appreciates that Doyin made that move. That some persons would not make that move because of fans are having issues. That ever since himself and Doyin settled, the fans are at peace. And he now said the funny thing is that most of these faves, they are very cool with each other behind the scene. But on social space, they act like rivals because that is what fans want to see. Fans does not want to see them together. And he was also asked about Beauty and Daniela. He said they were friends, nothing more, nothing less, nothing else. So the Shella shippers are actually making jest because they said then they were actually throwing shit on the Shella ship because of Adenita ship. They are like, okay, for example, this is one. Miss Olokpade, Shegs can't relate, And then I started wondering, why would there be a comparison between the Adenita and the Shella ship? That is to tell you guys how much fans like drama. Because if not, there is no relationship between the Adenita and the Shella ship. I don't know if you guys get, because of why. The same thing he just said about fans. Because him and Shegs are not really in good terms per se. That's why fans would be able to do all those kind of shade. Unnecessary shading. Now, the Shella shippers are the one laughing on the social streets. Will I blame them? No ways. Because why? They were dragged for the same thing. All right, and also this person said Venita told Soma that if Adekunle will attend his birthday party, then she will not come. How true is this? Now, the thing is, once things like this happen, you're going to be hearing various parts. You guys should not go and include Soma in something that do not concern him at all. It's better you take off Soma's name because nothing concerns Soma. Soma is friends with these two peeps. Their issue is their problem. They don't need to include themselves in it. So Adekunle never said a thing like this on the podcast. Let's be guided, please. Okay, the same person said Venita is still the biggest loser in the Adenita ship. Guys, this is where Mercy Ake's name comes in. Okay, according to this person, she lost Adekunle and Mercy. She only gained fans. Is this supposed to be a talk? Because to me, this sounds so lame. This sounds so lame because yes, Venita, Angel, and Mercy, they in that house they were like a clique, like the like friends. It was post show we get to realize that Venita and Mercy were not that really close. It's just Angel and Mercy that at least have closeness because even Angel said Mercy convinced her to come for that season, you know. Meanwhile, coming to say Venita is the highest loser with this Adenita ship is making it look like she cannot exist or she's finding it difficult to live in the surface of this earth because of the Adenita ship did not work and because of her friendship with Mercy has actually gone sour. Anyways, let's say reply from this person. This person said Venita and Mercy were never friends. They only work with same brand post show. How was Adekunle fared? Venita has nothing to lose cause she is not begging to feed. She has two lovely kids, but Sam cannot be said about Una Robanyash. Who is Adekunle and who is Mercy? Sam Adekunle she protected in the house when all the OGs wanted him evicted at all costs. Sam Adekunle the OGs always get angry when he wins tax. Sam Adekunle the OGs nominated back to back and used 72 system in my office to vote for him. Now the thing is this here. In as much as the OGs wanted Adekunle to leave the house, the cocoa of the matter is Adekunle has a huge fan base. The more they nominate him, the islanders were ready to save him. That is just the truth. And what could they possibly offer her? Don't kid yourself. She is doing perfectly great, unlike the other two. Now, please, you guys should take Mercy's name off this. That girl is literally living her life and minding her business. She is literally minding her business. So you guys should just let her be, please. Okay, keep being the bad girl that you are, my queen. Pay no mind to losers. Don't indulge in any tete-a-tete. They can't temper with this grace. So they are actually hyping Venita up. They're like, he should pay no heed to whatever that is going on the social space. But the question is, do you think Venita would ignore? If yes, for how long? If Venita ignore all true without spilling one thing, or more, I will be like, yo, baby girl, thumbs up, because the Venita I know would one way directly or indirectly say a thing or two regarding this ish. On a norm, she would spill, not now that something was said directed to her, you know. So let's see how it plays out. The cocoa of the matter is, you see on the social streets, we pin, we fugran, we brekete. It is given. This house may saying that there is no reunion because we all know reunion amounts to drags. So because there is no reunion and then they feel to give us the drama, you know, what are we going to do about it? Nothing. We'll receive the drama with our full chest. Yes, now we will because the reunion did not hold now. Next thing is the social space is on fire. Adenita this, Adenita that. Who knows the other one will be coming up again because they needed to trend for the last time, babies, before the next season. Don't you get? Anyways, guys, I'm going to be dropping my voice right here and now on this note to see you guys later. Thank you so much for always sailing with me. Bye for now, babies.